And honestly, the question is the map pick even enough? Because that decider is still a map where Made in Brazil are very confident. They have what was
Hmm.
their record? 10-1. Most recently playing
Yep.
Case and beating them 13-11. Very notable results on that decider. Sure, Fluxo's 9-3 record is nothing to bat an eye at, but still, it's an uphill battle to say the least. And we are done talking about said uphill battle. It's time to see the climb. Can Fluxo upend yesterday's results, or will they fall short of qualifying for ESL Challenger Jönköping? We are finally into the action. Kit present for exit, double dualies for Insani and drop. And a little bit of utility for safe as well. Straight play out of hut they come. Fluxo not doing anything fancy, just going for the straight and brute force play, and it does work for the opener. Insani taken down, exit tagged down to 3. This is already a very difficult spot to be. Drop flashed in along with his teammate, first and second in. 1 kill secured, but Lukowski doubles down in response. Even triples. No, it's VSM to steal away the kill. So we just exit to make a lackluster exit by PKL's hand. Fluxo. We've been talking about their fancy, frivolous pistol rounds. That was anything but. That was a quick, brutish play out towards A, and it pays off in a big way.
Followed the standard rule of KISS. Keep it simple. And boy, did that work. I think they get a little bit of luck because Insani's up top hut with the dualies, and he finds basically no damage at all. And that's a big boost. That usually the dualies are going to find at least half damage from that kind of scenario. We got about half of those rounds off, too. Just couldn't connect any of those shots. That's just the nature of the dual Berettas. Either they're the best gun in the game or the worst for you. They were the worst there for Insani, who also takes a giant chunk of damage trying to push through Squeaky. Chay, VSM, and Zevy all grabbing kills here as the pistol force buy of MIBR charges through smoke and gets all destroyed. Chay takes a dink, but he's not going to fall. Exit last one again with the 5-7 this time. Watches utility fly in. Jumping Mac 10 from PKL. And a flawless anti-force buy from Fluxo sets them up for a nice, easy money-building round here in number 3. MIBR with a Zeus for BRN, a P250, never mind, dual Berettas on drop. Not much else. Fluxo looking hot to kick off map 2, or map 1, I mean.
Carrying off heat from that first series. They're warmed up and ready to go. Maybe Made in Brazil haven't done their due diligence. Maybe Made in Brazil will start slow in this grand final. It's just those couple of upgraded pistols you mentioned. Thought I saw Zeus. There is one on Burns and ERN. You can't expect much, if anything. Chay's damaged down, but he's just going to hold his ground. He's not going to be the one to stick his neck out. Cowsey was a menace out in the yard and in the garage in the first series of the day. He's going to continue that trend now. Fluxo are more than happy to bide their time and wait for for Made in Brazil to make the move. Excuse me. They know that they don't have utility. They have pistols. Lukowski not going to clear the close corner. The P250 though flubs the opportunity. Lukowski 2. The third is known to be in heaven. Insani can't hit any insane shots. And while they got close to taking down Lukowski and Chay, they did not get nearly close enough. A third flawless one for Fluxo. Only one player has fallen thus far in the entire map for this T-side, and that allows them to build up a T-side economy very quickly.
Yeah, that T-side economy is absolutely flourishing. It's loving this soil. It's been planted in just the right amount of sunlight and water. Maybe even a little fertilizer in there, and it is in full bloom. Now Safe has the op. He's smoked out. He's going to drop down the vents. He's made his way down silent as well. Exit with the opener out our yard too on Lukowski. Chay drops down, however, and Safe can do nothing with the big green. Chay has it. This is that first shot. That could have been huge. Nate goes out instead. There's a little bit of chip damage onto Chay. Back silo. No molly off one side of ramp. And Zevy lurking out A. Picks off BRN. Insani takes a lot of damage in that duel. B still alive. The bomb is down on B. And they know there still is the lurk of Zevy up towards A. Insani has Chay to deal with. He's low and Chay's on the sidearm. Insani not out of vents yet. He does not have the kit everyone else alive does for the CTs. Chay and Decon flashed in. What a headshot from Insani. He's going to scale on forward. It's a back silo plant. Insani can try and stick it, bait out the peaks. PKL and double door. Zevy up top. Exit on the bomb. He's got help. Insani goes down. The spray from PKL will be the finisher and drops nowhere near the defuse. He gets finished off instead. Both Zevy and PKL fall, but it does not matter to Fluxo. They've got money to spare. And now a 4-0 lead on the T side of Nuke. This is exactly what they needed, and I guess this is why they didn't pick into Inferno.
Newly reinvigorated, maybe some good reads being found. Chay's timely drop down vents completely blindsided safe. Fluxo more than happy to let all 5 players fall. That allows them to fully shed that bonus round buy and emerge into full AKs. They had plenty of money in the bank. They still have plenty of money in the bank. And Made in Brazil are feeling the pressure early. They're going to go for a half buy. It's a rather potent one as well. I was going to say their tactical pause might be mistimed because we aren't going to see an investment, but this still has the makings of a potential CT side victory, given a little finesse. So maybe there's something the coach can say. Maybe there's a strat they'll go for. It's 2 MP9s, 2 5.7s, and a scout. Maybe send an exit outside and go for a lobby crunch. So a lot of opportunities for Made in Brazil to find success here, but again, they're getting the ball rolling very slowly.
Way too slowly, an exit scout shot outside does nothing. He takes a lot of damage instead on that first contact, so he will have to retreat. Outer yard control fully taken by Fluxo. An exit finally dropped. Zevy does take a shot in the meantime. Now Drop tries to go outside, does barely anything to Lukowski, who just charges forward. MIBR off the back of the timeout, finding nothing but chip damage across the map. BRN follows suit. Just Safe and Insani left. The shots are not connecting for MIBR, and I'm starting to draw some parallels to their start against the Young Sharks last night, Nate.
Slow to start. This is exactly what Fluxo needed in this series. We said it felt like a 2-0. It felt like an uphill battle, but Made in Brazil aren't going to show up, then maybe it won't be much of a battle at all. The last live is Safe. He starts ramp. Out towards Hell. There's a lot of players that are quite low. But he shot from behind. A little bit of BM from Lukowski for good measure. Clean start, 5-0. We mentioned yesterday this map ended at the first half at 6-6. Fluxo could have a far greater lead if this trend continues.
Far greater time indeed. I still think Vertigo's got to be MIBR's, but I'm already starting to think about Ancient now. I'm thinking we're going to see a map 3, unless Made in Brazil have some massive turnaround in this half and get to somewhere around 4 or 5 rounds. Given what they did last night, I don't think it's impossible if they do lose the half on the CT side. Makes it a little more difficult, sure, but right now it looks like they don't look like putting anything up on the board in general. Chay's already found the opener on Insani, who's done just about nothing. 4 kills total as well across 5 rounds for MIBR squad is the biggest issue. The individuals are still asleep.
No one's awake.
No.
Normally there's 1 or 2 awake to give you something desperately grasp to. The only person you can even point at and say that, and I say unjustifiably so, would be Insani at 2. You have 1 for BRN, 1 for exit, nothing else for Safe or Drop. Okay, Safe's on the board. Found 1. Evens it up to 4
5
pop.
kills in 6 rounds.
Yeah, that's still a long way to go, and Made in Brazil might have it here. There's no way VSM clears close left. Exits here. Should have 1 or not 2. There we go. Lined up. 1 secured. The second spotted. This should be a kill for free. There it is. Exit getting some confidence. Lukowski, the one who lurked down below, was heard. Now is known as well to be on the secret stairs. Chay might find one sneaking through the smoke. No, timing's not in his favor. BRN takes him down. Lukowski isolated towards secret. 1 versus 4. Said Made in Brazil needed to put their foot down now if they wanted to come back into this one. They have done so. They have passed the first hurdle. They have woken up. Question is, are they alert and ready? Or are they still foggy and fuzzy?
Yeah, is this more throwing something at the wall in hopes that it sticks? Or is this the start of something for MIBR? It could just be a lucky strike, stumbling, still rubbing the sleep out of their eyes, barely struggling to get a foot out of bed. Because now Fluxo have the op out for Zevy. Their individuals are firing. And they've got a good amount of residual money, too, to work with.
It's not...
Even if they lose this round, they're still set.
Yeah, economically very well built. And it's not like there's an individual outshining everyone on Fluxo. It's a full house. It's a 6-6-6 for Zevy, PKL, and Lukowski, and then a 4-4 for VSM and Chay. Everybody's doing the heavy lifting. They're working as a unit. That is a very scary prospect for Made in Brazil.
Incredibly scary prospect, and they've given up the outside. Lukowski's going to run down. He should have been heard by Safe, but he's in a very precarious spot. He doesn't have a Molotov. He's got to hit the shots and scale back. Hits the first, moves back to the second point of action. PKL, BSM, tossing utility. Flash goes out, nobody's crossed. Safe clears it, he knows nobody's through. Smoke goes in now, and Safe will drop back further. Retreating to a more defensible position on the stairs. VSM into big garage. Has somebody behind him, he doesn't know yet. He clears out Exit, but Exit wins that fight. Hits the headshot. And he's starting to heat up now. Got the lineup last round. Hits a nice crispy tap in this one. Chay, Zevy, and PKL still moving over towards B. Exit swings for another. And Chay also gets his bell rung. PKL opens up double doors. And Safe deals with that threat. Just Zevy left alive. And he's got the bomb in towards B. Low on time. Op out. Wins the duel against Safe and tries to climb towards Vans. BRN thinks better of going down. That's some Spidey senses tingling for him. Pre-fire Zevy as the op barrel shows. He'll grab the Dragon Lore. And now it's Fluxo's timeout time. Because MIBR have just strung two together, only losing one player in each round, which is huge for the CT economy, which, as you can see, is still not good.
Still not great, but it's slowly building. And it's building in unison. That's the most important thing. Fluxo have reached the end of that nest egg they had built. Scraping the bottom of that economic barrel for the most part. Only person left with anything left is Lukowski at 2,900. Everybody else is below 1,000. Tactical pause expires. Made in Brazil 2 in a row, as he mentioned. 4 players surviving in each round. Important. Op recovered for Safe. Important. And we've gone from an outright collapse of the Made in Brazil individuals to a pick-off, one by one, of Fluxo. They're being picked apart slowly but surely. They're not moving as a unit necessarily. They're getting their pieces in place, and their pieces are being unseated.
Now that MIBR is starting to wake up, we're starting to see more of what we saw last night between these two teams. And Fluxo will have to try and find a counter. They're going into lobby. Maybe a ramp play in store, but Safe has rotated around. He's been very mobile once he's got his op out. He's moving around the site, moving around the areas. That's a big critical miss. Though he goes back for a second try, and he does connect that. Has help now coming through. Molotov on his position. The smoke will allow him to escape, but he scales forward for more contact and picks up a second kill. Safe going aggro with the AWP. Still hanging around ramp room, as Drop is pretty much dead. He's yet to get on the board as well. He's trying to help out Safe, who's trying to help himself. Drop falls. Second molly used. That flushes Safe out into the open and levels things at 3 apiece. But Safe did a lot of stalling and a good amount of damage. Lukowski lurking up to A, though he's made a step. He's been heard. They know where he is. BRN slips into the lobby. They're not going to expect this, but he's going to get the backstab, grab the AK, make sure the A side's clear. Zevy and VSM back in lobby. Under 30 seconds to go. Zevy's shot here on BRN's critical, and he hits that one square.
Moving to the AK, more versatile in this take. Catches another as VSM pushing forward. Got the headshot. Leaves just Insani under vents. Zevy knows the possibility. Head spot. Tries to take the duel on the ladder, but Zevy's more than happy to play those odds. He gets the headshot in kind, and Fluxo are back into the winner's column. It's an expensive one. 2 players survive. That's it. They isolate that pair of rounds from Made in Brazil and force them back into a less than ideal buy. They have rifles, they have the op, but they're missing a kit, and their utility leaves us wanting a little bit here. Fluxo, they can get a second round in a row, and if they can find all 5 Made in Brazil players, they'll be well poised for an 8th and potentially even a 9th in this first half.
8 or 9 would be absolutely huge for Fluxo. That would put MIBR in a very tough spot, but that's a good Molotov to separate. Still, the kills aren't coming through for BRN as he burns alive. Chay will take him down as Insani already falls. Exit adds another one to his tally. Drop up top. Sprays away for the second, but he can only find the one. Op and rifle for each team left standing. Safe in the vents. Dropping down to B. His MIBR have to deal with Fluxo pumping the brakes and slowly creeping out A. They debate the vent drop, and now they go. Safe's got the information that he needs. They're going to go towards single door as well. Door's been open. Safe scopes in for the first. Zevy's around. Safe is going aggressive. Shotgun opping. Hits the quick scope on Zevy for a little revenge from the last round. And MIBR sliced that deficit 2-3 rounds again. And the Fluxo have come to the end of their financial prosperity. They find themselves in a little bit of a recession. They're going to have to go for the half buy here. The last 3 rounds, they'll kick it off with a couple light pistols, Deagle on 2, P250 and an 8 on 1. MIBR, a golden opportunity to build up some economy again, which theirs has been hamstrung by that one loss. CT economy, incredibly unforgiving.
Last round wasn't too pretty either. Only 2 players surviving. And CT can be so very punishing. In Brazil, though, still stand a decent chance of securing that 6-6, which is exactly where we were at yesterday in this series. Should get a 4th here. Depending on how clean it is, they could piggyback to a 5th. But these Deagles want to do damage. You mentioned it. PKL and VSM have been hitting their shots recently, and there we go. It's a Deagle for VSM to find an opener. PKL a second. Not quite the 3rd, and Insani doubling down. Insani waking up is also a very scary prospect for Fluxo. The individuals on Made in Brazil have been doing the lifting, have been Safe, BRN, and Exit. Insani can also activate, then it's an entirely different game. Finds 4 in that round. Hopefully, for Fluxo's sake, that's all he'll find.
Still 2 kills out of that buy is good for Fluxo. MIBR still scraping around, not able to build anything up. And that's a problem on the CT side. However, if MIBR can get 5, they should still be fine. 6. And they are sitting pretty exactly where they had Fluxo last night. It started off so well for Fluxo, 5 in a row. And there comes the MAC-10 charges. Chay follows up. BRN only good for 1 so far. Drop goes down with nothing. And again, a brute force play for Fluxo. Finds success on the A site. They'll grab 7. And with the lack of economy for MIBR, a great chance for 8. Fluxo are looking to take their map pick and give us at least our pair. Our first 2-1 series of the night of these whole qualifier series. And for MIBR, they just got caught with their pants down.
Both teams decided to make a change. Fluxo wanted to go quick out A. Safe, riding the confidence, riding the high, wanted to go for an aggressive peek in towards Hut. The issue is, a MAC-10 has a far more favorable fight, especially with that flash to back it up. Safe caught out. And from there, the site hold kind of just collapses. Exit, burning alive. Does find a second. And more importantly, stays alive as well. The round is lost, sure, but bringing 2 rifles into this next round is definitely important towards building to a 5th.
It's immensely important because without those 2 rifles, it's probably 4 SMGs, and that's not a very fortuitous situation. So, for MIBR, they get that nice little boost. 3 rifles in hand. They do have 2 kits as well. That's important to note. And Fluxo pumping the brakes, going slow in lobby. Maybe going to go to the vending machines and grab a snack as they're waiting because they're taking their sweet time here.
Slowing things down. Controlling the pace.
Look at the lack of ramp control.
Just one player here to drop at range. In fact, he's already gone. He's got smoking left. Now he knows it's been taken, but what can Made in Brazil do in response? Fake drop down vents. They're not convinced it's going to be a B play. Just past that minute mark. Safe. This flank is everything. Will it be quick enough? That's the question. Fluxo continue to do
quick enough, but he's got help on site. They just need to buy time.
Sonny. Smoked out of control. Teammate double doors. It's going to be a chaotic post-plant situation for Fluxo.
Timing goes the way of Insani. He peeks out from control as the bomb ticks away. 5v4, all 4 remaining Fluxo players on the B site. But Insani adds a second, safe on the M4, a third. Just Zevy, and now just Zevy alone. The op to Alamo. And we won't remember that one. It's only 1 kill. Insani with the triple. A critical 5th round for Made in Brazil as they go to what was an incredibly strong T side for them last night to try and steal this one away from Fluxo. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the halftime break.
Stronger start for Fluxo this time around on Nuke versus Made in Brazil, but is it enough? Made in Brazil had a very solid T showing yesterday. Can they pull off the same here now? It's a no-frills play out towards A. Safe finding the first Insani, the second, no rebuttal from Fluxo. A bomb plant, inevitable. Zevy, VSM, Chay, 3 versus 5, all 3 on USPs, no kit in play. Made in Brazil might just make this a succinct 6th. Bringing it back to essentially square footing, assuming they convert their pistol round victory. VSM though, wants to say something. 3, a 4th potentially secured. Looking for the ace, it's Safe suddenly on the back foot. 1v2, Defuse can come through on the other side of Silo. Safe finds the first, but he has to race forward. Chay has no kit. Chay has the spam. Does he have the time? It's gonna be down to the wire. I think he does though. And Fluxo on the back of a 2 versus 5, they might have just pulled it off. No! By less than a second or thereabouts, they missed the defuse. And Made in Brazil nearly fumble what was a virtually guaranteed victory.
Yeah, VSM. He's got the dollar sign in his name, and he almost makes that a money round for Fluxo, just shy of the ace. But how much more can you ask of one man in that situation? You can't really ask him to do much more than that. VSM does so well, just didn't get any run support there. Unlucky for him and quite fortuitous for MIBR. They tried the same exact strat as Fluxo. Rush A. Fluxo's CT setup was just about the same as MIBR's. Dooley's top hut, people around the rest. That seems to be the magical strat for T-side Nuke, according to these two teams, and it worked.
Definitely did. That'll be a tenuous negotiation of ramp control. Fluxo, they've already long vacated that spot. 2, make that 3 into control, a gaggle of guys. 4th down towards Secret. A 5th towards Vents. So just a stack on B, which is the right call. The question is, will the USPs actually find success? Even with the numbers, their disparity in damage might just do him in. Chay up close. Will he be cleared? Zevy's done well to bait and distract. He will be cleared. He will be spotted at least, but Safe is taken down. Drop.
Spotted. They gotta know.
Traded. Now they know it's up. It's going to be a rotation around towards A. PKL caught on the rotation. And that should be enough funny business. That should be the round done and dusted unless VSM can hit something spectacular.
Close but no cigar for VSM. Bomb will get planted around Silo as MIBR will make sure to clear every little off angle and corner. They already ran into quite a few entrenched CTs on B. They don't want to lose anything to happenstance and a lack of checking those boxes off that we mentioned last night. MIBR are very good at doing that. Their win against Fluxo last night, very much just going about their business, checking off each box as they go. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, just another day at the office. And that T side for MIBR starting to settle down now. They're already getting their low HP players into the safe zone to try and evade the cylinder of doom. It should all be good here.
They survive. 2 Galils, 2 AKs. Fluxo, though, able to afford an op by virtue of VSM's heroics in the pistol. Dropped immediately over to Zevy. He's had a very solid start to this map, a good first half. We'll see if he can follow it up on the second. Made in Brazil just flushing out their bio with another AK on Safe. Made in Brazil back to even footing again. If the last matchup is anything to go off of, they should take it. They should be more favored at this point, given how solid they were on the T side last go around. PKL.
Should be.
He's gonna challenge outside. We didn't see that. That's what we talked about. It was just free reign of outside yard. This time around, PKL is tucked in the corner, Africa.
Would you say it was free real estate?
Yeah, I would.
Now, if MIBR was watching the earlier match, they would know PKL like to tuck in there. But
and we've had a disconnect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's 3.
2 kills, 1 disconnect.
Oh. Yeah.
And I heard something typed as the kill came through.
Will we see a match medic? Was the call made before the damage was done? That's the real question here.
That's the disconnected player, I'm assuming, that corner.
No, it wouldn't
It
just
looks
show
like
a
they're playing
body,
it out.
right? No, it was there. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a medic because BRN shot at his teammate and they're not going anywhere. They're just going to spawn. I think they got
They
the
might be
pause in
saving.
just in time.
They walked out.
But they shot at him.
But if you shoot the windows out, the round is live. It's based on shots, not on damage.
I thought it was on damage.
I'm pretty sure it's on shots.
I thought it was on player damage. We'll see.
Fluxo's playing it live. Made in Brazil are sitting in spawn.
Yep. I mean, Fluxo might not have gotten the word from the admins as well. There is that chance.
Yeah, play it out till you get the admin's confirmation.
Play till the whistle.
So as far as I know, it's going to be an 8th for Fluxo, but we'll have to see. Tech pause should be coming through shortly. No. Everybody's back in the server.
Yeah, he
And
joined
they're
back
buying up.
before. Yeah.
So the round was live.
I guess they're
There's no
calling it
pause.
live. Wow. Okay.
Lackluster end of that round. It could have been a chance for Made in Brazil to steal away the momentum in the lead. Instead, it's a clean and flawless one for Fluxo. And the economy built up for this T side has been shattered. They're down to the wire. They lose this round. It's going to be pistols yet again.
Zevy's in an awkward spot out by red box. He does need some support. He takes a shot and he gets 1+ damage. Maybe a little bit of help for him now as the nades rain in on his angle. The Molotov singeing him away. He slips into the smoke, but he's still almost dead. Finally put down by BRN, who charges forward. Op down on the ground. Safe may pick that up. We'll see if that is his fancy. As outer yard control taken by force this time by MIBR. Not given to them for free drop. Playing up top. He's got one. Needs another here. Is there still another one squeaky? He's not going to expect that at all. And Lukowski gets the freebie leveler. Still a lot of time in this 3 versus 3. The health favoring Fluxo. The utility slightly advantage MIBR with that Molotov. But it's very slim. And the B rotation here from Fluxo as well. They're reading this incredibly perfectly.
They are.
I think it's
GSM.
PKL's position. They know it's got to be B.
Yeah, PKL's just going to play top vents over that kind of rotation. 25 seconds left down to the wire at this point. Made a result to make their move. There we go. Popping control room windows. It's going to broadcast the play. You're trying to get any information with the spam. Unfortunately, none of it's connecting. And they don't have the utility to wall off the ramp either. Safe getting one. There's a smoke for the cross. The plant will come through. BRN drops PKL rotating in the vents. Or was it secret? Not sure. Either way, it's Lukowski left to clutch. 1v3. He has the kit. He's found the first. But 2 more at very different angles. This is going to be a tough one ahead of him. He taps the bomb. Wants to compel a peek. He's going to try to stick it. Pulled off by that spot. At this point, X is just toying with him. Swing comes in. Lukowski finds one, but Lukowski will not expect this double up. BRN should have him dead to the right. Yes, he does. 8 apiece. Made in Brazil tie it back up, but by a slim margin. They lose everybody barring BRN.
But the CT economy in such dire straits after one round loss, that little trade back and forth puts Fluxo in timeout territory again. This is uncomfortable territory for Fluxo. Last night, they lost this map 13-8. MIBR keeping pace with them after a very strong start for Fluxo, a 5-0 start, which is now turned into an 8-3 scoreline the other direction. And for MIBR, it's just business as usual. Keep on plugging along. Play your rounds, get your kills. Trade off of each other has been the biggest thing. And another key point to note, MIBR is making this happen while Drop has 3 kills.
Yeah. Been very quiet.
Yep, he got that 1 kill on the lurk on the T side, and I think he had the 2 kills in the first half. He's been almost non-existent.
ineffective. Hopefully he can wake up Lukowski, finding an opening, aggressive, dropping drop, the man we were just commenting on. Remainder of this T side is now going to race down Secret. Lukowski and PKL are both here. It is a half buy. Chay has scavenged a Galil for himself as well. Brazil need to be careful. Don't go too quick. Weigh all your options. It looks like the garage wrap is going to be a call. BRN taking point. This was spotted by the player Heaven earlier on, and there is still one CT as well. Chay is here with a Galil in hand. Seems like BRN knows it to be a distinct possibility, but will they actually do their due diligence in clearing this angle?
There's no way. And Chay's gonna let him walk by. He misses on the first couple of taps, and that enables a trade to be very quick. And Sani takes some damage. Safe, working away. Wins that one clean, although it was a messy spray. There still is the rifle of Lukowski moving forward towards the stairs. Safe walking into this angle. Lukowski moves at the wrong time. And Safe capitalizes, runs into Zevy now, and sprays away for the next. Almost out of ammunition in the magazine. VSM working his way down ramp now in the 1v3. Safe's got a reload off, so he's good. And this is save time for VSM. He's got armor, he's got an AK, he's got a Deeg. And Fluxo will have a nice buy with that AK and the utility they can purchase around that. Plus, the rest of their squad will get a full buy with loss bonus, although VSM might actually have to buy Lukowski and M4. Could go for an XM, too. Would not be opposed to an XM play. They went for a bit of a lobby crunch this last round, but will MIBR expect a lobby crunch this time on full guns? It could be a monkey wrench that catches MIBR off guard.
Could be. Fluxo have done very well to keep their CT side a little bit more fluid, a little bit more varied.
Yes.
That has been catching out mid in Brazil from time to time. That opening pick comes to mind in that round number 17. Fluxo, as you mentioned, going to have a very solid buy surrounding that AK. M4 drop for Lukowski. Zevy is going to forego a bit of utility for the op. There's a kit, though, that's in VSM's back pocket. Made in Brazil know the significance of this round. They're going to call a tactical pause.
I like it.
They have full AKs, full utility. I do like it as well. It's a very good understanding. They know it's going to be a full buy from Fluxo. Probably going to have an op as well because of the saved weapons and because of that half buy. What are they going to do, and what can we do to counteract it? More importantly, more to the point, what can we do? Because if we win this round, should be 10, 11 off the back of it, and from there, the map is basically theirs.
Mm-hmm. They can put a stranglehold on the map with a win here in this round. And it's a very proactive timeout from MIBR. They're not playing catch-up. They're playing from the front. And you did say there's a distinct difference in the world rankings for these two teams. MIBR, what, 27th or 26th? And Fluxo somewhere around 80?
27 and 58.
His best year was around 80 then.
Best year was like 83, I think.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. But there's, I would say, not too much difference between teams outside of the top 30 and into the top 40, like 50, 60. But inside that top 30, there's a big difference.
Yeah, tier 1.5 to tier 1 is very big climb.
And it's those little details, those critical mental plays, calling a timeout in that situation to give yourself the extra whatever it is in that timeout, whether it's the mental break, whether it's the analysis, whether it's the strat. Just those little minutia differences that make all the difference. That nade goes too far and opens up the walk towards outside.
It's going to be a straight walk, all 5. No one spotted. There's only one player here down below to defend. It's Lukowski holding his smoke. And he's had a very solid performance, but this will be a Herculean task to find more than one. Ladder heard. There's the spot. Lukowski pulls the trigger too early. He's caught by BRN. Off in the middle of sight for Zevy. It's a good spot to find one, but surely nothing more. And Sani combines fire with exit, finding the second. So 4v2 now for just Chay and VSM. They should be calling it quits on this round. It looks like Made in Brazil have done it. A 10th secured. If they choose to hunt, they could seal Fluxo's fate. Could force them into a save in round number 19.
They don't really have the money to hunt, though. Only Safe has residual cash. They're not going to get there in time, even if they did start running now. But still, that's double digits for MIBR. 3 rounds out from stealing their opponent's pick. And Fluxo probably going to go all in here. Lukowski has money. Chay can drop an A1S or a FAMAS or something. He'll get for the auto shotgun and drop his gun. I always wanted an auto shotgun. It comes out now. I'm curious to see where he's going to play with it. Maybe top. I would like to see him play in hut with that. Do something a little cheeky.
In hut, a little bit aggressive.
Well, it's
Play top instead.
Classic.
Still holding the door. Yeah, this is the classic play. We haven't seen an auto shotgun yet. Could be a good method of surprise.
Lots of lobby time and control for MIBR. But no real outer yard pressure. No real pressure aside from just holding the angles here. And Made in Brazil. Getting ready to hit the A site. Volley down the vents. Lukowski up top. Gets a freebie. Trade! No! Not going to come through from drop. He is domed as well. Lukowski doubles up. He gets traded out by Safe at long last. But Exit and company have to fall away. Still enough time to call it quits. They still don't know that Chay's here with the XM. PSM critical. The first, not the second. Still doable here for MIBR as they run around, maybe running it down to B. One has dropped down. Chay still on the XM, can upgrade to an AK in the meantime. Control room glass is broken. One Molotov for Exit. That goes down to double doors, and what a timely molly that is. Zevy burning to 30 HP. Safe plays a little cheeky with the door as well. Gets the control. Chase down. Safe wins the duel. No plant yet, but it's got to come through. The bomb dropped on transition. Time at 10 seconds. Exit holds it down. Wait, he taps for the peak. Nobody's pushing. So well done from MIBR, but Exit has it. He's got time to plant.
It's down. PKL's heard, dropping out the vents towards double door. Now this is anybody's round. Exit might just steal away this one. He found the first can, he find the second. Might have been heard control. Yeah, Exit has a very good read of the situation. It's all on the aim, all on the timing, all on the peaks. He gets the information, confirms it just for fear. He's not going to overcommit. Just going to dance. Halfway gone at this point thereabouts. Exit. So well done, just dancing on the site. Takes the fight, doesn't commit though, and that might be his undoing. PKL has the kit, plenty of time for the defuse. Made in Brazil made a round of it, but could not get across the line. It is stolen away. The dancing was good. Bought a lot of time. It was a time where you have to just commit to the duel instead and face your opponent, and that was the time. Fluxo, given an opportunity to come back into it, but Made in Brazil are not going to let off the gas.
Exit, he looked pretty professional with the Samba there, but wasn't able to get the job done when it came to the final fight. Just getting that bomb down was pretty impressive, though. That one kill he got in the situation on the arm, absolutely incredible. And MIBR made something out of that two-man disadvantage with Lukowski getting the opening double. Zevy sitting at glaive, not going to get singed by the flames. A little toasty, perhaps, but they don't clear him. They've not cleared him out. And they're going to walk right by. 1, 2. Only 2 for Zevy, but that's a massive advantage here for Fluxo again. It's the little details that are getting missed now by MIBR. Something they did not miss in their previous meeting last night. That's a good one from BRN to level things at 3 apiece. They do know where Lukowski was as well. He's tagged down to 10 HP. And Lobby control taken by Fluxo. Chay pushing Squeaky. VSM getting control of ramp. MIBR in the outer yard. It's free real estate for them again. Not so free this time, but it's their real estate nonetheless. Lukowski up in heaven. Again on that one-shot HP. Has to be very careful where he goes and what he looks at. And MIBR need to start checking their corners again.
Yes, they do. That due diligence, we talked about it, was like business professional for them yesterday. Dotting their I's, crossing their T's. Nothing fancy. Even when they were winning, even when it felt like they could gloat, they didn't. Strictly professional. Now we're seeing them. They're lax on the regulations. BRN finally ends Lukowski. 6 seconds left. They're going to go for the plant. The MP9 could stop it. It's caught. Does he have time? Yes. Did not stop the plant. He's covered by both his teammates. The last life is Chay now. The auto shotgun first found, but at range is going to be far more difficult. He's going to try. But combined fire established from control, exit, and BRN. Get it across the line. 4 for BRN in that round. 8 in Brazil. Isolating the victories for Fluxo. And that punishes that CT economy.
It puts Fluxo back on nothing. Zevy has money, but he's going to probably save for that map point, which seems inevitable at this point. No, he's going in. He's the only player going in for Fluxo. Everyone else half buying. Armor, pistols on one. 5-7 armor for Chay. Deagle, no armor on the rest. And the MAC-10 blitzing out. But Chay has dealt with the first threat. Pushing down for the second. A 3-piece on the 5-7. Chay's doing it again. Oh! And one more. Chay, the hero on Inferno, gets the ace there. Gets a massive quad on Nuke to give Fluxo life again. A 5-7 up close. And Chay keeps them in the game. Holy cow.
From bottom frag to middle. 4 kills on the 5-7 of all weapons. That's the ideal range to use it. And Made in Brazil sent quaking away in their boots. You can tell attack pause immediately called. Their economy has now been sent asunder. Deagle for BRN. Exit can get a Deagle as well. Maybe drop one to a teammate. But this is going to be a save round. They're going to give Fluxo 11 an opportunity to tie it back up. From there, it's anybody's map. Individuals awakening on Fluxo. That is what they need to get the edge. They needed anything and everything in this matchup. And an individual performance from Chay like that is exactly what's required.
Just what the doctor ordered. Chay pops off with a 5-7. And at the critical moments, it seems that Chay finds a way to step up. A high-pressure player. A big moment player. Haven't seen enough to call him clutch just yet. But if he doesn't have that something special about him. Wow. Opening found by PKL outer yard. As it's just Deagles, no armor, it's a deco. Out for MIBR. Just looking for damage. And feeding PKL's personal stat line. VSM adds a double over in ramp. And drop with an ADR. It's probably not inaccurate. The last man standing. And if you're MIBR, you also probably have to wonder, what would the score be like if Drop was putting kills on the board? Because it's essentially a 4v5 right now.
Very silent. Can't get anything either. 11 a pop. Fluxo. Gonna have the better buy in this round as well. They have the op for Zevy. Made in Brazil can't justify one of those. Match safe might be on something less than ideal as well, unless it's on the ground already.
Galil.
Galil. It's better than nothing, but still. Top frag's on a Galil. What's the play? Do we have some sort of different setup ready for Made in Brazil, or is it more the same? Is it going to be outside wraps? We'll have to wait and see.
A little A utility used, but look at the ramp push. VSM's going aggressive up ramp. Chay's trying to go through hut. It's a potential lobby crunch here.
Zevy
or at
close on with
least this
the op. We've seen
control.
there before. Very aggressive. Fluxo trying to play to their strengths, trying to swing their momentum into a 12th.
Fast rotations down to B as well from Fluxo. As Drop moves through J Hall, PKL waiting, and he gets the double dink. Drop again. No answer. But PKL does not know. One's gone up the ladder. Safe. Could be huge. He's on the Galil. The answers with one. Insani goes to the knife after the first kill. Lukowski lurking in the lockers. Evens it up at 3 apiece. Safe is still up top, but they know he's here. The A site relatively open, but the bomb under Safe in Hell is the problem. BRN, big pickup on VSM. The op of Zevy outer yard, and they know Lukowski's relative position. Zevy now found as well. Safe falls to the op. It's all up to Exit. Zevy a critical miss. Rolls a 1. And Lukowski, the 1v1 against Exit. One player will leave with 2 kills. Time so low. The bomb under fire. Quite literally. And no real time for Exit besides to grab that bomb and drop onto the A site. Get that down. He's in another 1vx situation. And he's got to pull it off this time for his squad. Sticks that down. Lukowski bides his time. Works through Hut. Exit was so good at the dancing. Throws a flash this time. What a play by Exit. He doesn't dawdle around this time. Sprays away as well. You can tell what it means to these players. A spot at ESL Challenger Jönköping. And Exit this time puts away the Samba and just goes straight for the fight.
Very big adjustment. Said if he went for the fight sooner, he would have had that round last time, and this time he puts that to good work. Spells with the buying time, goes straight for the throat, and just ever so narrowly edges out that 12. In Brazil now fighting to close up this map in regulation. Fluxo fighting to stay alive. Both buys are scrappy. There's a FAMAS for Chay, a lack of utility. No, actually 1 kit. Whereas Made in Brazil have no op and 2 Galils. Some around challenge outside yard is going to be far less direct. Just spam. This lobby control. It's complete lobby control being taken. The op towards door. A player top lobby. It's a very awkward situation for Made in Brazil to negotiate. Chay looking for this one out behind. Will he expect him here? Expect him to know. Yes, Chay. Drops drop. Again, he's been bullied. Time and again. Back to even footing. 4 versus 4. Will they expect Exit up top, though? No. Exit. Greeting. Once more. Once more. You have to. Just the 1. He'll take it. Push forward, but no one's on A. Made in Brazil. They found the opening they need. Now they need to just hold.
Exit still providing cover fire from heaven. And Sani moving through the rafters. Drops down to get that bomb down. Back silo. Chay has a Molotov. VSM a smoke and a flash. Molly back silo from Chay. 1 second vents is safe. BRN at Tetris. Holding for a Hut run. Looks away at the wrong time. And Chay's got 2! Can he do it again? Chay's a big round player, but he's silenced at the pair. Insani back silo. VSM clearing in. Domed by Insani. All up to the op of Zevy now. Trying to push forward, but Exit's got his teammates back up top. 13-11, MIBR take the map pick of Fluxo with Vertigo as map 2. It almost looks like the ship of Fluxo has been sunk.
We said Fluxo could have a stronger showing here, and now coming in warmed up and ready after